What up, you guys? Slim here of Team Purple Panda, and this video was requested to be made by my good friend Nima of the Dueling Prodigies, and this video is on what I personally think is going to go down at Nationals and my predictions for what's going to win. And I have a few ideas. I've actually been thinking about it because a while back when I got my invite, I actually really did want to go, but I don't really want to pay all that money to go all the way to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I mean, you have a chance, but if you don't win or if you don't get what you want out of it, it's really expensive. So I will not be going this time, but one of these days I'll get to Nationals. So yeah, for this video, I'm just going to talk about what I think the top decks that are going to appear there are. This is no news, I think, to anybody what the top decks are right now. I'm going to just make it really simple and say, start with Reborn Tengu variants. There's so many variants out there. People are trying to be original with it, but when it kind of breaks down, Tengu Plants is Tengu Plants. You can tweak it a little bit. The only deck that was really unique was what my friend Wilson Sang made of the YouTube channel 3Z Inferno. His water synchro with Tengu was totally different, and it was unique, and it gave him a big edge at Providence, Rhode Island. And another reason, besides him being a really good player, is that it threw everyone off. They weren't ready for it. So I think Tengu is going to be very relevant at Nationals. I know they're going to be flying everywhere. Especially with Librarian being out and legal by that time. I believe, I could be wrong, someone please correct me if I'm wrong, I believe Nationals is July 15th. I'm not sure. I was looking on the website a couple minutes ago, and I think that's the one. I saw Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, so I assume that's Nationals. So yeah, so Tengu variants definitely going to be there. I'd be very surprised if they're not, and if they don't top. Next deck, easily, I believe, Gravekeepers. Not only because I'm a Gravekeeper player, but because of the consistency the deck provides. I'm not sure. I don't think Gravekeepers will win. I could be wrong. They've won some Nationals, but people are ready for Gravekeepers, I think. Like I had said before in previous videos, Necro Tribute happens. It doesn't happen all the time. If it does, woo. If it doesn't, play out of it, be a good player. I don't know. I really would like Gravekeepers to make it to the top in Nationals because I think they're a really good deck. And if I was going, I would be using Gravekeepers straight up. So since I'm not going, I really want to see some good Gravekeepers in action there. So yeah, Tengu, Gravekeepers so far. Let's see. Plants. Yeah, plants are good. They have a hard match with a Gravekeeper, but they can get out of it. The plant versions, Tengu plants, Chaos Doppel. Chaos Doppel is really popular in Japan. It's been said, I've heard a lot of people say that it's almost like Teledad, that out there in that meta, it can only beat itself, and it's played by almost everyone. It's easily one of the top decks there. If not the top deck, and it will probably be very relevant at Nationals. So Junk Doppel with Junk Warrior, Junk Warrior, Doppel Warrior, all those snazzy little monsters. So yeah, that deck definitely will be there. Let's see. Six Samurai. Definitely Six Samurai are going to be there. I'd be very surprised if they're not. I know people are running Six Samurai and trying to perfect it to get it ready for Nationals. It's a very good deck. It's very powerful. Protect Shein though. Like honestly, protect Shein, or you're not gonna win most of the games. So Six Samurai will definitely be there, especially with Dojo. And for those that are running the red-blue infinite combo Bushido counter thing, God, you can pull that off. I mean, it's like insta scoop. Fairies will be there. Fairies are really good actually. I like fairies. I watched them win our locals in Dublin by my friend Micah Remus last Saturday. They're really good. People are making variants on them. They're making Herald of Perfection variants that you really get locked down by Herald of Perfection. Herald of Perfection is, it's easy to summon, and protecting it's like benefiting you because then you can summon Christia, and Christia is like a game ender. I mean, that's why I think Bottomless is so good right now. Bottomless Christia, it's out of the way. It's not really coming back. So yeah, fairies will definitely be relevant. Let's see what else is there in this meta. There's there's a lot of random decks. You know, people come up with random decks that just make it, you know, depending on your play style. So people think Infernities. I personally don't think Infernities. I could be wrong. I like Infernities. Everyone's seen my SlimXTeampurplepanda video. I'm a big fan of Infernities. I just don't think they're good. The barriers are amazing, but I just don't think they're as competitive as they used to be. I had wanted Launcher to come to 2 because then I think they would be very competitive. You know, it didn't happen. I'm not surprised it didn't happen. But yeah, they're a good deck, and hopefully in one of these formats they'll be a lot more relevant. Let me think. What's another deck that could make it there? Frog Monarch. People underestimate Frog Monarch, and I'm going to be profiling my Frog Monarch deck pretty soon. I got to get it actually back from my friend. He got it off me, so he's been playtesting with it. Frog Monarch is really good. You know, you are kind of the anti-Sam deck. Because Samurai, you know, having Mazakami, or whatever the fuck that thing's called, the little counter trap that, like, it's your answer to Warning, your answer to Judgment. A lot of the destruction effects, Ryza and Kaius don't destroy stuff. They remove and bounce the top of the deck. The only one that really does destroy but is amazing is Dark Dust Spirit. So I think Frog Monarchs have a chance of making it there. They're not hard to beat. They're, you know, when you play against them with Gravekeeper, you know, you roll Tribute them. I mean, you kind of hurt them. You know, Treeborn recurs over Necro Valley, so they don't take a minus there. They take a minus, you know, if they're holding Pot of Avarice or Reborn or just something to set up for a Monarch. So I think they're really good. I liked running the deck when I ran it, and LADD is devastating. So I feel that that's a very relevant deck that could be there. Next, Gladiator Beasts. A lot of people are not a fan of Gladiator Beast, this format. They're saying they're garbage. I would disagree. Gladiator Beasts are, you know, they're underestimated for what they can do, especially now that they have a Forbidden Lance. Forbidden Lance is ridiculous. Like, I mean, you save your monster or you damage step. It's like a fast shrink. You know, you make your opponent's monster lose 800 attack points and like run over it. And with all the traps that they run, I've seen some run like triple Compulse, and Compulse is so good. Like, it's the anti-synchro card. Compulse is good. I mean, they're chariots, recurring chariots with Questy. I mean, Gladiator Beasts are underestimated, but I think they're really good. So I would not be surprised to see Gladiator Beasts there. Like what happened at Providence, Rhode Island, some of those decks that topped, you know, that was bullshit. No offense to macro players at all, but, you know, come on, how the hell did macro even top? You know, like, you must have had dumbass luck the entire day, because, I mean, you don't really hurt many main meta decks. I don't think you hurt Samurai. I mean, Samurai have been putting in D-Fissure in their side decks. I've seen some of them main it, and it doesn't hurt them at all if they don't run Double Edge. So, or if they side Double Edge out. So, I mean, I don't know how macro topped. That was the big surprise for me. There might be random empty jar decks there. I mean, people still run it. Like I said before, I lost to it. So, you know, if you play empty jar and you know you lose, you know, don't feel bad. They got lucky. There's no skill involved. I'm sorry to anyone that runs empty jar. There's no skill involved. You know, you flip jar, you book, you make your opponent deck out, and I mean, you don't even play a real game. You know, you're basically playing solitaire. So, you know, whatever on that deck. Let's see. I think I've covered most of the decks I think will be in Nationals. Now I'm going to cover a couple more things since I have time. Tech Janus Hyper Librarian July 7th is legal. I'm actually going to be making a video about that card. I really hope to get a hold of one real soon to just to show everybody and show some of the crazy combos it does. I personally want the Fish OTK to make it to Nationals, and it's reliant on Hyper Librarian, it's reliant on Deloran, Tiger of the Ice Barrier. It's reliant on a lot of these cards, and a lot of people underestimate the deck, and I know people have seen it before, and when the time comes I will profile it in its entirety and show you how you Trish loop your opponent. It's a really good deck. So I would hope for Fish to make it as well. And yeah, let's see, I've covered I think almost every deck. I'm trying to think if I missed any that are really good this format. Oh, I'm being stupid. X-Sabers. Yeah, X-Sabers are definitely going to be there. Yeah, X-Sabers are great. They're powerful, and, you know, they're devastating with Gotham Z-Call. I mean, I don't worry too much about them like when I have Necro Valley, but, you know, you MST my Necro Valley, or you True Nade me and I don't negate it, and you go off like, boof, double full troll, it's over. So, X-Sabers. I think X-Sabers are definitely going to top. I'd be very surprised if they don't top, if they, like, all get knocked out. So, yeah, X-Sabers will be there. Gravekeepers, GB, Monarchs, everything. Everything you would expect to be in the meta will be there. I don't know about anti-meta. I mean, you know, go ahead and play anti-meta. GK are the anti-meta, so I don't really worry about anti-meta decks that much. Yeah. That's pretty much it. That's all I really wanted to cover in this video, was what I think Nationals are going to be like. What I personally think will win Nationals is Tengu. I am very confident in that a variant including Reborn Tengu, or even in the main deck side deck, is going to be what wins. Because Reborn Tengu is one of the most broken cards Konami's ever developed, along with Formula Synchron and along with everything else, with Librarian out. I mean, you go Glow Up Bulb, you go Tengu. I think Tengu's 4 or 3, I don't know. But, you know, you set up for your plays, and you just draw. And you just, like, thin your deck to consistency. So, yeah, Reborn Tengu, you're amazing. You'll be hit on the list, so, you know, enjoy your time with your Tengus. But, yeah, that's what I feel is going to happen at Nationals. I will be following national coverage very steadily and, you know, trying to make some videos about discussions about what's been going on and if I was right or if I was wrong. So yeah, so people, please, you know, comment, subscribe. I'm starting to get my subscribers. I'm about at 25. That's pitiful compared to some people. I'm really trying to get my voice out there and trying to get some of my videos featured on other channels. So if any channel wants to subscribe or comment to me and say that I can post a video for you guys, you know, I'd love to do it. I'm very open to all that. I'm very open to any topic that you guys want me to discuss. Yeah, if you have suggestions or what you think will top Nationals or win Nationals or whatever, you know, comment below, send me a PM, tell me whatever, tell me what's on your mind, basically, because this is like a, you know, you send me questions, I'll answer them channel. So yeah, so that's what I think is going to happen at Nationals. Nationals, I believe, is July 15th. I mean, there's not a lot of time, actually. Got a couple weeks, and Librarian's very, very powerful. Just so people know, it's ridiculous. And it will be legal July 5th, so July 7th, I take that back. So just be ready for it. And I mean, if you can get rid of it, you know, more power to you. You Veiler that thing, you know, your opponent takes a big hit. So yeah, so that's Slim's predictions for Nationals, and I hope everyone who is going to Nationals is prepared and ready to, you know, play, you know, on a heavier level. And yeah, so till then, good luck to the players in training for that, and Reborn Tengu, I think you're going to win, so that's my prediction. So yeah, thank you for watching.